Hello and welcome to this win-win video. I'm joined by Sami Jarrah, who's the CEO of FiberTech, a fiber company based and operating inside Jordan. Sami, welcome to the win-win video series. Let's start by asking a little bit about what the state of fiber to the home is in Jordan and perhaps where FiberTech fits into that.
Thank you. My pleasure. I'll begin by saying that Jordan is a young country, an ambitious country, and we look at ourselves as a fast developing nation. And indeed, broadband to every household and to every business is a great enabler. It's an enabler for education, it's an enabler for business, and it's an enabler for everything that our economy and our society needs at the present time. And this is where we see our role. We see our role as the party that is bringing this great enabler to the people of Jordan.
And FiberTech, how does FiberTech fit into that? Where you started recently, 2019, I think.
Yes, we are a fairly young company. We were founded in November 2019, just ahead of the pandemic, as you may imagine. And in this short space of time, we were able to bring broadband connectivity to a high percentage of Jordanian households. In fact, I think today that figure stands at 60% in the areas in which we are allowed to operate, which is 70% of the overall population. So we are very close to achieving our full target, which will happen by the end of this year. There are a number of new things about FiberTech, and it's not just the age. We are a collaboration between two industries, the energy industry and the telecommunication industry, because we use the legacy electricity poles to bring broadband to every Jordanian home and every Jordanian business in the area where we operate. Another new thing about FiberTech is our business model, which is based on infrastructure sharing. So we think of this model as being more cost effective and as being friendlier to the environment. Hence, our model is also based on a wholesale model. So as owners to the infrastructure, we relieve our clients who are the ISPs and the telecom operators and free them up to take care of their customers and provide the best service that they can afford to their customers.
And so when you created the company, what initiatives, what incentives did you give to your customers and to the fiber to the home subscribers for them to consider FiberTech as an alternative?
I think the fact that our mandate was to take broadband to every household, regardless of the economic feasibility, was the most important factor, which meant that every Jordanian, no matter where he or she happens to be in the districts where operate, can enjoy the benefits of broadband at an affordable price.
So how does FiberTech contribute to enhancing the infrastructure in Jordan for the fiber to the home, particularly in terms of just the speed and reliability of the network? Is it just engineering, or is there some special source that you're using as well?
Well, it's engineering and it's technology, of course, and the promotions which we approach the public. We know the means of the public. We know what our end users are capable of in a country where the means are limited. So we make propositions that are balanced so that the end user can enjoy the benefits of broadband.
And can you provide us, or can you suggest any of the examples of the successful fiber to the home promotions that you did in Jordan, which were highlighting the benefits of fiber to the home and fiber to those customers and the businesses?
Of course, there are many ways to attract your customers. Mind you, I need to say that the pandemic was in itself a tailwind for awareness regarding broadband, because people were becoming reliant on broadband for education and were becoming reliant on broadband also for their work. So with that awareness that was created, we make sure that we made the product that people needed available to them. brought straight to their doorsteps and with affordable marketing propositions with which we approached our clients and which also in turn they were able to reflect onto their consumers.
I think for such a young company, you've done a great deal in such a short space of time. That's pretty clear. So what happens now? What does the future hold for you? What are your plans for FiberTech, and what else are you going to be deploying and delivering to your customers?
I think today we are looking at technologies and innovative services that we can add to our basic broadband service so that we stay loyal to our wholesale model, which, as I said, is new to Jordan. It encourages the spread of services, and it also encourages the sharing of infrastructure. So we would like to stay loyal to this model, and hence we are here today to look at technologies and to look at business models that will allow us to utilize what we have built so far to add value to what we are offering to our clients and to our end users at this point.
So how do you keep up to date with all of the, because this is a market and a technology that's moving at immense pace. Some of the numbers that we've seen here this week have been startling in terms of adoption. How do you, as a CEO, get your team to keep pace with those changes? What do you do?
Well, I admit it's breathtaking, and there is so much happening everywhere, and you need to stay on top of your game. You need to understand your market, and all the while you need to understand what's happening in the world in terms of technologies and in terms of competition. And the only way that we can do it is through continuous education given to our employees, be it through training and, more importantly, through exposure opportunities. Conferences, meetings of this kind, I think they all broaden the vision of our people, and they broaden the horizon of what we can do and what value and what more value we can bring to our clients and customers.
I guess finally, fiber to the home, you've already said it was a timely launch, but what contribution do you think it makes to other sectors in Jordan and the Jordanian society as you go forward? How important is it as part of that fabric of your society?
If we're talking about digitization today, we're talking about digitization of services given by the private sector, but also services delivered by the government. And for digitization to become a reality, broadband has to become itself a reality. Broadband has to be at the fingertips of all users of these services, be they customers or clients to the government. So unless people have access to decent broadband, digitization cannot fly. So we see ourselves as enablers for the digitization drive within our aspiring country.
Thank you, Sami. That's been wonderful to listen to you talk about both FiberTech and Jordan and the ability that you have and the contribution that you're making to the Jordan society. Good luck with what you've got to do. There's a lot to do still. And thank you to everybody for watching, and goodbye.
Thank you. My pleasure.